being nervous and anxious is a good sign of, being aware of your surroundings. It activates your senses and it makes you perform well in tasks. And that's true, but experiencing it often might be a problem. I'll pause that story for a moment. Having mental illnesses is just as awful as having any other disorder. You think you're different from everyone else. You think that there's no escape from the torture you're living in. You even think that God hates you and wants to make you suffer until you eventually end your life. But, the question that I always ask myself is, why did God create you like this? What have I done to deserve this? I used to think that it was a torture, but it's not. And so I always used to think that there's a problem, which made me do some research. And I discovered that there are 5 main categories to mental illnesses. The first one is anxiety, then mood disorders, schizophrenia and psychotic disorders, dementia, and eating disorders. From these 5 categories, obviously, I decided to talk about the first one. But what exactly is anxiety? According to psychology.com, anxiety is one of the most pervasive, future-oriented disturbances people experience.
Yara!
Anxiety. I'm doing a visual representation on anxiety. As you can see, I'm experiencing sudden feelings of anger and anxiousness and, emotional disturbances. But anyways, in fact, as you all know, I've written a speech. In fact, I've written 2 pages of me talking about anxiety, but instead I'm going to talk from the heart. Woo! Well, this all started when I was reading about a medical disease. Unfortunately, I forgot what it was, but I remember that I read the words chronic stress. Of course, I was surprised. I didn't know what these words meant or anything. I was scared of developing it because I remember there was a time in my life where I completely shut myself out from the entire universe. I was experiencing sudden mood swings, and I felt different. Which is why I went to a therapist to help me control my mood swings, to help me stabilize my anxiety and stress levels. And it was pointless for me because I remember that I told her that I got so anxious over anything and that she told me that it was fine, but not too often, to experience this feeling. And of course, she gave me relaxing techniques, and they helped, but they didn't 100% help me because I found out that when I get nervous, or when I don't get nervous, I start making assumptions that something terrible is going to happen to me. Which is why I developed something called perfectionism, and that made me even more anxious because I was just striving to be the best at everything, which of course it's not really applicable in some cases. And I told her that, and I'll never forget her reaction, no matter how hard I tried to forget. هون الغلط فيكي. And I was shocked, and I felt different and weird, and honestly, I was offended. Which is why after 2 more sessions, I stopped going to her. And, this perfectionism has, a lot of downs more than ups because, well, let me give you an example. Participating in class. You see, some people would think they know the answer, they would raise their hands and they wouldn't care if the answer is right or wrong. Because if it's right, that's great. If it's wrong, that's fine. Because nothing bad will happen to them. But me, I care if it's right or wrong. I stop for 5 minutes thinking about the answer, and I never get the chance to share my opinion. And see, that's the thing I hate the most, because I let my anxiety and perfectionism get to me, and I would miss out on sharing my thoughts and opinions. But, on the other hand, I do have some heroic moments in which I stepped out of my comfort zone. At this year's Amman, I was sitting at my chair, zoning out, when I heard one of my cheers say, "Delegate of Japan, it's time for you to come up to the podium and give a speech on why you agree with the resolutions." I went up there, like a fool, not knowing what to talk about. I felt all those eyes staring at me. My heart was beating so fast and hard like it was going to burst out of my chest, and my cheeks were burning up. I ran out of the room, overwhelmed by what just happened. But then I got back in after I cooled off and pretended like nothing happened. And that made me think, why did this happen to me? Why? I just kept repeating that. There are like 20 other people in the committee, and you just had to choose me. And that made me think, if my goal was to impress my chairs and president, why didn't I go up to the podium? And that motivated me to do some research on the second resolution, which is why it's my favorite. I kept shaking my leg in anticipation. When's the mace committee going to finish? And when she was finally done, I raised my placard to give my speech on why I agree with the resolutions. And the reason that I was so happy that I took the chance after I answered all the questions truthfully and confidently was because my chair said, "Thank you. Motion to clap for delegate of Japan," and everybody did. And it made me happy because I just faced one of my biggest weaknesses, which isn't speaking up or stage fright, but having everything so perfect. So basically, I wanted to prove that anxiety and perfectionism don't always ruin the outcome, just the experience itself. I mean, I could have walked up to the podium the first time I was called on and improvised. I could have raised my hand and said anything, even if it's not considered half the answer. It's all right, because nothing bad happened to me, nothing will. And, that made me believe that, anxiety was like a flaw, a burden in me. Because I remember how I used to get so embarrassed about the times I would get so anxious over something that isn't worth my time. Best of it, wedding, is what my friends always say. And that made me even more anxious. But over time, I learned that anxiety and perfectionism, they aren't something to be ashamed of, and they aren't new to the world because we can see that because we can see from the graph that anxiety is one of the most common from affective disorders and substance use disorders. And honestly, that shaped me into the person that I am today. I mean, if I was anxious about everything, would I be here in front of all of you today?